Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's discussion on THOMPSON Telescope Limited. Before we begin, let's review the main purpose of our discussion. We will analyze the operation issue faced by the company, evaluate the result from our ABC inventory analysis, discuss possible solution, and reach a consensus on the best recommendation. Everyone, please feel free to share your opinion and provide constructive feedback throughout the discussion. Wei-Wan, would you like to start?
Sure, Leow. THOMPSON Telecoms Limited manufactures telecoms mainly for customers in Europe and the Mid East and Africa. Although the company has expanded its product capacities, the company is still facing internal operational weaknesses that affect their performance. Although from my understanding, the main concern is not only about producing small product, but also about controlling material, planning productions properly, and ensuring each department work together. These three main issues we identify are inventories management, productions planning, and coordinations between departments. These issues affect manufacturing efficiency, deliver performance, and customer satisfaction. Personally, I think these problems are connected rather than existing separately because one weaknesses can create another problems. For example, inaccurate inventory record can affect production planning, and poor planning can later affect deliveries promises to customer. What do you all think?
I agree. For example, poor inventory management can directly affect production planning. If production does not have the required components, delays are unavoidable.
I respect your perspective, Venus. I also think that poor coordinations between departments makes the situation become worse because information is not shared properly.
After listening to both of your points, I think the root cause may actually the poor operation control. The company has resources, but they are not managed effectively. For example, the company holds a larger amount of inventory, but shortage still happens. This indicated that the problem is not having too few resources, but rather how those resources are managed. In my opinion, weak inventory control, unrestricted production planning, and poor communication between departments are symptoms of the same underlying issue. Unless operation control improves, the company may continue facing delay, shortage, and customer complaint.
After listening to this point, I think it's clear the company operation challenges are affecting the overall business system. Let us now move to the first key issue, inventory management. Venus, please continue.
The first issue is inventory management. The company managed approximately 2,500 inventory items. However, inventory record accuracy is only about 40%. That means management cannot fully trust the inventory data. Even though inventory levels are high, shortages still occur. Inventory value also increased significantly from £1.189 million to £2.794 million.
That's interesting. If inventory levels are high, why do you think shortages still happen?
I think the company is focusing on keeping inventory rather than managing inventory properly.
I agree having more inventory does not necessarily mean better inventory management. If important items are available, products can still stop.
That's a good point, Leong. Do you think the company is paying too much attention to inventory quantity and not enough attention to inventory accuracy?
I'd like to provide some constructive feedback. I think inventory accuracy is equally important because even if inventory exists physically, employees cannot use it effectively when records are inaccurate. According to the case, Inventory record accuracy is only about 40%, right? Making inventory data unreliable for purchasing and production decisions. As a result, the company still experienced component shortages despite inventory value increasing from £1.189 million to £2.794 million. In my opinion, the real problem is not the amount of inventory, but poor inventory control and prioritization, which increase holding costs and reduce operational efficiency.
I agree. Inaccurate records can also result in over-ordering or under-ordering, which increases inventory costs and operational disruptions.
That is a good point. Poor inventory records can lead to wrong purchasing decisions and production delay. In this case, the company may think that certain components are available, but in reality, the quantity may be inaccurate. This makes it difficult for production workers to prepare complete kits and continue production smoothly. So I think Thomson should not only increase inventory level but also improve the stock record accuracy and monitor important components more closely.
Respect your perspective. It is clear that poor inventory control can affect manufacturing, delivery, and even customer satisfaction. Let us continue with production planning.
Okay, moving to the second issue, production planning. The company promised customers delivery within 2 weeks. However, actual production lead times vary between 3 and 12 weeks. This creates unrealistic expectations.
Do you think the company should continue making this promise?
Personally, I don't think so lah. I respect the company's intention to satisfy customer, but making unrealistic promise damage trust. The company promises delivery within 2 weeks, but actual production lead times range from 3 to 12 weeks depending on product complexity. When delivery promises are not aligned with production capability, customer expectations become unrealistic. As a result, late deliveries become more frequent and customer complaints increases. I think the company should first improve production planning and forecasting before making delivery commitments. Accurate promises are often more valuable than unrealistic promises because they help maintain customer confidence and satisfaction.
I agree. Customer may not be more willing to accept longer delivery times if the company provides the correct information.
Oh, that's true. Accurate delivery information helps build customer trust and allows customers to plan better. Customers are usually more understanding when expectations are communicated clearly from the beginning.
I think the delivery promises should reflect actual production capability. If the company continue promising 2-week delivery, while actual production takes longer, customer will complain, continue increasing. Before confirming the delivery, that the company should check the materials abrasibility, production complexities, and product complexities first. This would make the delivery promise more realistic and improve the customer trust too.
Exactly. The urgent orders are disrupting normal production schedules. This creates additional inefficiencies.
Good point. The connection between planning and efficiency is very clear. Now let us move to the third issue, coordination between departments.
Oh, the third issue is poor coordination. Some promise delivery dates without consulting manufacturing. Engineering also uses different component numbering systems. This increases complexity.
Which department do you think contribute most to the problem?
I think all the departments contribute. Sales focuses on customer demands, manufacturing focuses on production efficiency, and engineering focuses on product design. However, the problem occurs when these departments work independently rather than collaboratively. For example, sales sometimes promise delivery dates without consulting manufacturing, while engineering use different components numbering systems that create additional complexity in inventory management. Because information is not shared effectively, operational decisions become inconsistent and delays occur more frequently. Therefore, I believe that better cross-functional communication is necessary to improve overall operational performance.
I agree with Eden. Through collaborations, departments should focus on organizational goals rather than individual goals. Sales, manufacturing, and engineering needs to share information before confirming customer orders. For example, sales should check with the manufacturing before promising the delivery dates, while engineering should reduce unnecessary part variations. If department understand the impact of its decisions, the company can reduce the delays and improve the overall efficiency.
I agree. When departments work towards the same objectives, decision making becomes more effective and operational conflicts can be reduced.
I think communication is the key issue. If information flow properly, many operation problems can be reduced. For example, if self-communication regularly with manufacturing before confirming customer order, the company can avoid making unrealistic delivery promise. Similarly, better communication between engineering and inventory teams can reduce confusion over component requirements.
I completely agree. Better communication could improve planning and reduce misunderstandings. It can also help departments respond more quickly when operational problems arise.
Thank you, Venus. Through collaboration, we can see these three issues are connected. Through inventory control affect production, with production planning affect delivery, and coordination make both problem worse. Let us now move to the quantitative part, the ABC inventory analysis.
Now, I will discuss the ABC inventory analysis. We analyze 35 inventory items with a total annual expenditure of 56,889. The purpose was to identify which inventory item contribute most to inventory cost.
Why is this analysis important?
This because not all inventory items have equal importance. For example, the highest value item A024 account for 13,226 annually. The top three items account for over 50% of total annual expenditure.
That's quite surprising. I didn't expect such a small number of items to contribute such a large proportion of the company's annual inventory expenditures.
Yeah, after listening to your point, I think that's quite significant. What surprised me is that only 5 Category A items account for approximately 67.28% of the total annual inventory expenditure. This means a small number of components are responsible for most of the company's inventory investment. If management focuses on monitoring these high-value items more closely, they can reduce stock shortages and improve production continuity. At the same time, lower value category C items can be managed using simpler control procedures, allowing the company to allocate resources more effectively.
That's why management should allocate more attention and control to those high-value items. Any shortage of these items could have a major impact on production performance.
Exactly. When we classify the inventory, category A contains only 5 items. However, those 5 items represent 67.28% of total annual expenditure.
That is a very important finding. It suggests that management should prioritize category A items. Since these few items represents a large percentage of total annual expenditures, any shortage or ordering mistake can seriously affect the productions. Therefore, category A items should have stricter monitoring, more accurate forecastings, and regular review. At the same time, category C items can be controlled using a simple method so that management does not waste too much time on the low value item.
I agree. Managing category A items effectively could significantly improve inventory performance. Since only 5 items account for more than 67% of annual expenditures, management should focus its resources on monitoring these critical items more closely.
Would ABC analysis completely solve inventory problems?
Not completely. If improved prioritization station, but inventory order and planning must also improve. I think ABC analysis is a useful starting point because it helps management focus on the most critical inventory items. However, inventory problems at Thomas are also measured by declared stock record and weak planning process. So while ABC analysis can improve inventory production, the company must also improve inventory quality, forecasting, and communicate between departments to achieve better operation performance.
I agree. ABC analysis helps the company prioritize inventory, but inventory accuracy and production planning still need improvement.
And now we move to qualitative analysis. So for the qualitative analysis, focus on 4 key areas, which is manufacturing efficiency, inventory holding costs, delivery reliability, and customer satisfaction. So the first one is manufacturing efficiency. Although Thomson telescope has sufficient manufacturing capacity, production activities are frequently interrupted because of component shortages and poor planning. Since inventory record accuracy is only around 40%, production teams often cannot determine whether critical components are actually available. In addition, urgent customer orders frequently disrupt normal production schedules, forcing workers to split production runs and perform additional machine setups. These interruptions reduce productivity and increase manufacturing costs.
Yeah, I think this shows how inventory and production issues are connected. When critical components are unavailable, production stops immediately, which affects delivery performance and customer satisfaction.
Exactly, Venus. And then the second issue is inventory holding costs. The company spends approximately 20% annually to hold inventory, which represents a significant financial burden. Despite carrying a large amount of inventory, shortages still occur because inventory control is weak. Furthermore, ABC analysis shows that category A items alone accounts for 67.28% of annual inventory expenditure. If these high-value items are not managed properly, the company will continue tying up excessive capital in inventory while still facing stock-out problems.
How can the company reduce these costs?
By reducing unnecessary inventory and focusing on critical inventory items, the company should identify which items are really important for productions and avoid ordering less important components. This can help to reduce holdings costs because the company is currently tying up too much money in inventories. Better control high value items can also reduce stock shortage and improve the production continuity.
I agree with you, Wei. And then we move to the third issue, which is the delivery reliability. The company promises customer delivery within 2 weeks, but actual production lead times range from 3 to 12 weeks. This gap between promise and reality creates delivery delays and damages the company's reputation. These situations become worse when sales department accept urgent orders without confirming production capacity. As a result, manufacturing schedules become unstable and customer orders are often delayed.
Yeah, this directly affects customer trust.
Yeah. Once customers lose confidence in delivery performance, it becomes much harder for the company to maintain long-term relationship.
Yes, correct. And finally, customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction has declined because many customers experience late deliveries and unreliable service. According to the case study, customers increasingly demand specialized telescope products and expect timely delivery. However, inventory shortages, weak planning, and poor departmental coordinations prevent the company from meeting these expectations consistently. If these operational issues continue, customer loyalty and future sales may be negatively affected.
Let's discuss the recommendation. The first recommendation is ABC inventory control. Since category A includes only 5 items but represent 67.28% for annual expenditure, these items should receive the highest level of attention and monitoring. Category B can be managed with moderate control, while category C can be handled using simpler method. The case study also point out the some A item require for 4-month notice from the US affiliates, so proper the forecasting and follow up the uncertain. This will help improve stock accuracy and reduce shortages for important components. Do you all agree this should be implemented first?
Yes, the ABC analysis clearly supports this recommendation.
I also agree category A item require cross monitoring since these items represent the largest population of inventory expenditure. They have a much greater impact on operation performance than category B or category C items. If the company fails to manage them properly, production disruption and stock shortage may occur even when overall inventory levels are high. So manager should first category A item and allocate more resources to controlling and monitoring them.
I agree as well. ABC inventory control directly addresses one of the company's most serious operational problems. Since category A items account for more than 2/3 of total annual inventory expenditure, these components should receive the highest level of monitoring and forecasting. Better control of these critical items can improve inventory availability, reduce production interruptions, and lower unnecessary inventory costs.
In addition, ABC control is relatively easy to implement compared with other long-term improvements.
I agree. The second recommendation is MRP. Since manufacturing time can be anywhere from 3 to 12 weeks, while standard delivery promise are only 2 weeks, production needs a more realistic planning system. Could this improve production planning?
Definitely. MRP can improve scheduling and forecasting. It allows the company to plan materials requirements early instead of reacting only when the shortage happens. With MRP, Thompsons can match customer orders, production schedules, and components requirements more effectively. This can reduce the emergency orders, repeat machines setup, and last-minute changes in productions.
Oh yeah, it will reduce emergency production activities. MRP allows the company to plan material requirements in advance and improve production scheduling accuracy.
The third recommendation is component standardization. There is no proper standardization of parts because the US reference part numbers are not standardized and designers rely on supplies catalogs. As a result, very few common parts are used across the scope. Standardizing components would simplify inventory management, improve procurement efficiency, reduce costs, and help prevent shortages. It would also make assembly faster and make it easier to replace parts in both standard and customized products.
This will simplify inventory management and reduce complexity. When fewer unique components are used across different products, employees can manage inventory more effective and reduce the risk of confusion. It also becomes easier for forecast demands, track stock level, and purchase replacement parts. So components standardization can help improve operation effective while reducing inventory-related problems.
I agree. Standardizing components could also make inventory tracking easier because employees would be dealing with fewer unique parts.
Yeah, and it could also reduce costs. Currently, different component numbering system and non-standardized parts increase complexity in inventory management and purchasing activities. By standardizing components, the company can reduce the number of unique parts, simplify procurement processes, and improve production efficiency. This recommendation also supports faster assembly and reduces the likelihood of component shortages.
Finally, improve coordination between departments through regular communication and order review. The sales often make delivery promise without checking manufacturing capacity, which cause unrealistic commitments. It also suggests that weekly or monthly sales operation planning meeting would help ensure that delivery promise match the company's actual capacity.
I think these recommendations support all the others. Without communications, even good system may fail. For example, MRP and ABC control needs accurate information from sales, manufacturing, and engineering. If the departments share update information regularly, the company can plan the productions better and they can avoid unrealistic delivery promises.
That's a good point. Regular communication can help departments identify potential problems earlier and avoid misunderstandings.
Do these recommendations support sustainability?
Yes, these recommendations reduce waste, minimize excess inventory, and improve resources utilizations. This helps the company operate more efficiently while supporting long-term sustainability goals.
Yeah, they also reduce excess inventory. By maintaining more appropriate inventory level, the company can avoid tying up exercise capital in stock that may not be in its maturity. This not only lower inventory holding costs but also reduce material waste and improve resources utilization. So this improvement contributes to both operation effective and long-term sustainability.
Besides improving efficiency, these recommendations may also reduce unnecessary materials waste and inventory obsolescence, which are important for sustainable operations.
And improve operational stability. In addition, these recommendations support sustainable operations management because they reduce waste, improve resource utilization, and minimize unnecessary inventory accumulations. Better planning and coordinations can also reduce emergency production activities, excess material movement, and production downtime. Therefore, the company will not only improve short-term operational performance but also strengthen long-term sustainability and competitiveness.
I agree. A more stable operation also allows the company to plan resources more efficiently and reduce unnecessary waste.
Overall, they support a long-term businesses sustainability by improving inventory control, productions, plannings, and coordinations. The company can reduce waste, avoid excess stock, and use resources more efficiently. It also helps to reduce unnecessary production disruptions and emergency activities. In a long term, these improvements can support better customer satisfactions, lower operating costs, and stronger business performance.
Based on our discussion, we have identified three major operational issues. First, inventory management. Second, production planning. Third, coordination between departments. We also found that category and inventory items account for 67.28% of total annual expenditure. After evaluating the alternative, we have reached the consensus that the company should prioritize. First, ABC inventory control. Second, material requirement planning. Third, component standardization. Last, improve coordination between departments. This recommendation can improve efficiency, delivery reliability, customer satisfaction, and sustainability. Thank you everyone for your participation and contribution. We have reached our final decision and all agree on this recommended solution for THOMPSON Telescope Limited. That's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.